Pieta, and we are recording. So, last minute, I didn't get any slides like the lovely Ashley was able to do. I really wanted to, but I had to take my mom somewhere, and so I was all I could do to get caught up on my posting and my messages. So let's talk time management. I know it is a struggle. And from working full time, because I used to, even though I was at home working as a photographer, I had to edit all day. So doing that and then trying to fit in Beachbody, and then the weekends I was gone from Friday to Sunday. So I know that. And then either that, or if you're a student, or if you are a mom of 2 twins, like Natalie, like, my God, I don't know how you do it. And she's working now full time. It's a struggle. It totally is. I understand it. And it's an adjustment. Even when you're a new coach, it's overwhelming. You get overwhelmed. I was there, totally agree. And it's just like, I don't want to have everything thrown at you, because it's just like, you just want to take a step back. But it is an adjustment. And I got notes here, so that's why I'm looking down, because I want to try to stay on track as much as I can. Because there's other things that take up your time. There's your family, there's your jobs, there's, whatever it may be. But in the end, there's no excuses, right? There's no excuses that you can't fit it in. And I say it about workouts. You hear me say it all the time. There's no found time. And that's why I am loving getting up at 5 a.m. I mean, I don't love it, but I love it because you get the workout in, like Kathy Winter and her group, and you girls that are getting up earlier. It's like I get so much done in that time that, otherwise I probably would have slept till 7:30. And that happened to me today. I didn't sleep till 7:30, but I slept in and I didn't get started till later. And then all of a sudden it was like 9 o'clock and I'm like, where the heck did the day go? So basically we have to learn from what resources that will help you, each of you, individual. Like, for what works for me might not work for you guys. Okay. So just throughout this thing, keep an open mind and try not to resist anything that I'm throwing at you. It's important to be able to get a system that will work for you, and then you stick with it. Okay. So first of all, if you don't have one, get yourself a binder or 5. Whatever you want to, and get the little tabs. I've got little tabs in the side there. But when I first started out, it was like my Bible. So I had, the tab for January, and then on the first page, I wrote my goals down. So that's one thing, because you are going to work off of lists. Okay. First thing you want to do, I'm going to tell you kind of what you do, and I'm wanting to challenge you guys to do this. The business activity tracker. Do you guys know where that is or where to find it? Okay.
No.
I'll screen share right now. Yeah, Diane's got it there. But I'll show you where in the COO. So you know how to get in your COO, guys, right?
Yeah.
Back door. I'll call it the back door. So you go to news and training, and then you go to training. And I think it's in here now. This is wonderful. I know this is another time sucker too, but we'll get into when we do our business development, which can be done anytime. But when you're starting out as a coach, I think Ashley or Diane, I think it's in here, right? In the coach tab. I think it's in Learn How. Oh, no. Is it?
Oh, there's the memory jogger. I need that.
Yeah. So, okay. Well, I'll show you while we're here. Print this off, please. If it comes up. I'm in Dash with the shit slow here. So memory jogger. This is nice to just, okay. You go through, you ask yourself, who do you know? This is where we make our list of people to go through. Mother, your father, grandparents. I don't know about grandparents, but you never know. In-laws, children, aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, cousins. Then it goes into friends, co-workers, church members, anybody in a social group. Like if you play baseball, like Diane or Ashley, I'm not sure, do you play ball? Maybe.
I do.
Okay, there you go. Natalie, and sports things that you're on, neighbors, babysitters, school groups. Like it keeps going, and it just helps you to kind of refresh your memory of friends or family or anybody that you could get a hold of. So that's the memory jogger. I didn't really read this part. People with fitness and or financial interests. So, individuals who want to get in shape, want to eat healthy. This is what they're saying about people with fitness or financial interests. But that's a neat little thing to look at. I think it's the contact list. No, I don't know if it is. God, you think I would know this, right? No, that's just a contact list. No, there's
just so much shit. That's why you can't find it.
Well, I think it's getting started, maybe, that it's in.
Well, do a search, see if it'll help.
No, this learn how. Yeah, here it is here. Business quicks. Portable behavior.
Action plan?
That could be it. And if not, I think I have it. No, that's when you're first starting. That's for like the first 30. So I'm pretty sure it is in coach. And current promotions, training events, coach training. Know this. I think it's in know this. More about behaviors. What's that?
I just had to share this with you, just because it's cute.
Okay.
I had a lady from our group, from the Crock-Proc group.
Yeah.
And she wasn't interested in the Shakeology or any of that. She just, I'll let you know, blah, blah, blah. So I put her in my fit group.
Right.
And like I said, I just posted this on there just before we come on. So how can I find this online? By the way, I'm so freaking sore from your videos yesterday, I can hardly move. Do you remember I used to post a video every day?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Well, she went back and she did them all.
Oh my God. Wow. That's
so I'm just sharing that with the other girls. Just say, like, there we go.
People
like
are
that.
always watching. They are always watching, and then yeah.
So
that's good. That's awesome, Diane.
So I'm sorry to get off track, but I just thought
no,
that's where shit happens, right?
There it is.
Okay, sorry.
Sorry.
Okay, so it was in that.
Click on it, Ashley. Click on
it. Go to coach one, Natalie, and then go to the learn how with the little hat. Then you go down to business activity tracker.
There it is.
I want you ladies, there's only 2 weeks left of the month. So wait, 2 weeks, because our week starts on a Thursday to a Wednesday. Print off 2 of these for the rest of the month. But I want you, for each month, you will need to print off 4 of these at the beginning of every month. And you're going to start one every Thursday, a new one. I want each of you gals, and I'll tell the other ones too, because I'm sending them the replay. Once the week is done, I want you to either take a picture on your phone or email it or messenger, but I want you to send this to me, okay? Because it's a way I can give feedback, and it's a way to be accountable, and it's just where we can look, see if we're having struggles in one area or the other, then that's how I know how to help you on where we can, be better at, say, the personal development or the posts or whatever. This is just a way for me to help you guys. So save it to your desktop. So basically you could, I got to move my little thingy here. If you really don't, to find it easier than what we found it, just, I'm on a Mac, or I guess it's the same, it's Google, right? So just, you could save it, bookmark it. So you can click this and then save it in your Beachbody folder, if you've got a Beachbody folder like this. And then you could do a subfolder saying forms, so that you can just click on it, find it, boom, done. So that's my first challenge to you guys, to print off 2 of these, because 2 days it's Thursday. So we start this on Thursday to Wednesday. And and Natalie, like, girls, I like this new form. It's awesome, because it'll say the week of, and then when you send it to me, and so Thursday, did you have this is, I'm assuming, Shakeology, and that's your workout, it's a little heart and a little leaf. Yeah. And then, did you do your personal development? Check. Adding 3 new people to social media. So that's basically adding friends. Make your posts. I try to do minimum 3 a day. And then, you know, all these vital behaviors and the number of new contacts. I think that's the same thing. Oh, so yeah, I don't know. I guess that's the same thing as up there. And then your goal.
That's for the week. The bottom one is for the week. Like you just add them all up.
Oh, I got it.
Contacts, customers, coaches.
You are smart. Okay, so yeah, and then you know what else is very important is your goals. You gotta, like, I'm a bad coach, I'm a bad mentor here, because I had last year a vision board, and I kind of went through a rough patch myself with the business and struggled personally with it, whatever, and I didn't have a vision board at all. And then I finally, when was it, Diane? Did I say I got one up last week? I finally did it.
A couple weeks ago. Yeah.
And I do mine. You can do a monthly goal, or you can do a 60-day goal or a 90-day goal. But it's have it in a spot. I have it right above all my stuff there that I can look at every day is like right there. So that's what motivates you to do this. So if you have a goal to, Natalie, get your kids a new playground stuff for outside, or a pool, or to make an extra $200 a month or $300, whatever it is, when you see it and visualize it, that's what's going to drive you. So that's what I want you guys to do. That's the first thing for time management is it's very important. And do not worry about, say you missed a check-in here. Like, say you only got 2 out of 3, or if you got none that day. Good Lord, don't worry about those non-checks. I've been there. I've done it. I see those too. Seriously. Like today, I didn't get as many invites as I wanted to, and I probably only added 2 friends out of the 5 or whatever that I usually do. So I'm just right there too with you guys. Okay. I'll get out of here, but, Natalie, I'll check, and I'm not sure. I think it's in the file section, but if it's not, I'll put it there for you.
Okay.
Now you know where to see it.
Exactly.
I think it is, because I think that's where I got it.
Okay.
I think.
Stop my share because I don't think we need to see anything else there. Okay. So next thing is what to do on a daily basis. So first thing, girls, and I might do up a slide tomorrow or some type of a PDF so you guys have it, but I think I've shared a few things on doing this, but you want to eat that frog. Do you guys know what that saying is, or the book? I haven't read the book yet, but basically it's doing the task that you do not want to do at all. And what is that task? What do you guys think that is? Inviting.
Right.
That's the dagger that, or the whatever it is that's like on your back. That's that thing you don't want to do. And what Carl talked about in that video, I'm not sure if it was Ashley or Allison that shared it, but the 5 donuts. The 5 donuts every day. If you guys haven't seen that live video on his wall, I don't know if it's on YouTube or not yet, but he's given the analogy of baseball with the donuts that you put on the baseball bat, and basically getting those 5 invites out first thing, right when you wake up. Remember that challenge I had with you guys doing, as soon as you wake up, go pee. That's okay. They were saying, don't go pee, just before you wake up and do whatever, go send those invites. And you know what? The few days that I did it, and I'm going to try to start back again tomorrow. It was like off my shoulder, right? So you're going to eat that frog. You're going to do your vitals first thing. There's Lisa jumping on here. So you're going to eat that frog, and sometimes what I'll do, if you want to do that first, if you don't, that's okay. But if you do the 5 donuts, I strongly suggest you wake up, do your personal development, do 10 pages. If you don't think you can put in 10 minutes, which I do while my Energize is kicking in, I'll sit and hey Lisa, I'll sit while I have the Energize waiting for this, and I will read. And if it's only 10 pages, hey, it's only 10 pages. Or you could like literally have a podcast. If you girls are into podcasts, plug something in that's 10 minutes. There's a bunch that I know.
I usually do that on the way to work. I listen to it on my
no, definitely. So the personal development first thing, then you do your workout, because you've got to be proof the product works, right? So you're going to do that. Then you have your shakes or whatever. Then basically what I'll do is then I'll check in with my groups, okay? Whether it be my challenge group. There, I'm going to unmute Lisa. Lisa's in the wind. Okay. I'm just going to mute you for a second, Lisa. Okay.
Oh, look where she is.
Oh, where are you?
At Dad's.
Oh, that's nice. Oh my God. Oh, you are too. Yes. Oh, what a nice night for it too.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Perfect.
Okay. So I'm just, because there's a little bit of wind going, so I'm just going to mute you, but unmute yourself when you have to. Okay. Mute. There. Okay. So you're going to go through, you're going to do your 5 invites out first thing, bam, get them out of the way. Then you're going to go through with your daily vitals, okay? You're going to follow up in your groups, and then you're following up with your messages. I can make up a PDF if this helps you girls on what to do when you've got that power hour. You can do it in an hour, but here's the other thing. At night, you got to sit. I sit and where's my list? I got lists everywhere. But basically, grab a piece of paper or get one of the notebooks from the dollar store. And at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, right before you go to bed, make your list of what you're doing of who you're contacting. Those 5 donuts and those 10 Hey Girl messages, okay? And then maybe 3 people that you're going to invite, because I know myself that I could spend an extra 20 minutes going through trying to find people, trying to whatever. When I have something laid out right in front of me, I like stroking them off the list. Bam, bam, done. Okay? So basically the night before, write those names down, write out any tasks that you want to get done. And it can be with Beachbody and it can be with life, like if you have an appointment or whatever. But I'm going to strictly stick with this with Beachbody. You can get this done in 1 hour. And if you don't have a full hour in the morning, split it up. Do 30 minutes in the morning, but account for that. Wake up 30 minutes earlier, and then 30 minutes at nighttime, okay? Then basically, you're scheduling your posts and stuff. But that's all the daily power hour kind of stuff.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Amy did a video today in True, and she talked about the Hey Girl message, and then she talked about the donuts, like the inviting to challenge. Is the difference just that the Hey Girl is like, hey, I've been thinking of you, like just the kind of like the follow, like it's not a follow up, but it's a random.
It's a connecting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's just connecting, because we all have a lot of friends on our friends list, and I even going with Teamsy has been my lifesaver, because I had friends from when I was really doing photography a lot. So there's people that I haven't talked to in like a year and a half. Like, so I say just, hey girl, how are you? Hope you don't think this is totally random. I've been a bad Facebook friend. I just noticed that either we haven't chatted at all, or we haven't chatted in like a year. So I just wanted to say, how are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Love to catch up. Short and simple, just like that. Then that just, and by also doing that, you're getting that conversation started, but then you're also getting in Facebook's world of, she's going to see your shit, right? She's going to see your stuff on your wall. Because if you're dormant with a person, do you not notice? Like, I would go through your friends list and someone you haven't talked to in a while, and just then think back, have I seen any posts of theirs lately? So that's what Facebook does. So that's why, no matter what, say you have your list of 10 people, your Hey Girls, that you're going to follow up or whatever, go on their pages, go on their wall and just click like or comment. And you could spend 5 minutes doing that, not even a lot. I basically, before I send that message, I'll have 2 tabs open. I'll have Facebook just normally, and then my Messenger. And I'll go on her wall, and I'll just in case, God forbid, if something awful had happened, and I'm like, hey, hope all is well, and somebody died, and then it's just like, that's not a good thing. So, or if she's sharing an awesome cleaning recipe, that kind of tweaks the conversation so that you could go, hey, I noticed you had the recipe for whatever on your wall. Have you tried it yet? Because, you know, I've done a few on Pinterest and they've been a bust. So I just always like to ask first. Always end with a question. If, you know, you're doing the hey girl. Sometimes you don't have to. Sometimes just say, hey, just shooting you a message. I hope you're having an awesome day. That's it. So that's those 10 hey girl messages, Ashley, for sure.
Do you include like any new contacts? So say you add new friends, are you doing the hey girl, or are you doing the invite to challenge, or are you doing just the simple and hey, I need my support group?
If you're adding a new
Where would
friend,
that fall in the vitals?
that would be just basically adding to your network.
Okay.
If it's somebody that's brand new that you're never been friends with and you're friend requesting them, that's in adding to your network. That's aside from the 10 hey girls and the 5 donuts. Okay.
And then they would be like, say 2 weeks from then.
Yeah, right. So what I do, I will add them, send them a message, and then in my follow-ups, then, you know, once I add them in the group and say, I hope you don't mind, you know, the message we send, then I'll put a follow-up. You could put a week if you want, and just saying, oh, just seeing how you're liking the group. You could do a week and a half. I don't do anything less than that, because then that's just a little too soon. You could send that, and then the following week, just shoot them a free recipe thing, you know, and then by then your free group should be coming up. Then, because you've been a go-giver and given them the recipe, then I don't want to say you have the right to ask them or invite them, but you kind of do, because in the meantime, you want to keep building that relationship. But inviting them to the free group is awesome because it's a free group, right? So it's just building that relationship. You could go every 2 weeks, and that's where you guys see this. It's not an overnight thing, or it can be. Like if it's somebody you know, you guys have your warm market still. You have people you know. You have people that know, like, and trust you right now. I'm kind of out of that now. So now I have to build that. But the more you can do that now with new people that you're adding in, like not on your friends list. I don't know why I waited so long to start adding new people. And I mean, when Michelle and I started, we were like the blind leading the blind, because Amy at the time really didn't have an upline that knew as much. Like you girls that are in it now, you guys are like, you're having so much learning and knowledge coming at you from what we've learned in the short 3 years that we've done it. When I started with Michelle, it was like, well, we just looked things up on YouTube, or we didn't know about this hey girl or the creating the relationship. So I would really strongly suggest to you guys, start that now. Do that adding 3. It's scary. Trust me. I know. It's like, what are these people? They don't know me, you know. The worst thing is they're not going to get back to you. And then you just unfriend request them and move on. I've had to learn that, and learning that is through personal development. That's another important thing that you guys need to get into your daily stuff as well. It's so important because you guys can't pour from an empty cup. And when you're going through the hard times of life, of if someone's saying no, or, you know, you're just struggling in the business or otherwise, personal development books, audiobooks, podcasts, it just fills you up, and it gives you that motivation to keep going. Trust me, I was not every year. Like I read Stephen King. Like I read books that were like scary, not like, and I mean, you'll find books that speak to you. I really am loving the Girl Code book that I've got from Amy on the trip. And I did really like this one, 50 Ways to Yay. It's a short, quick read. Like it's not a lot of stuff. And honestly, doing these personal development books, you're going to find post ideas. Seriously. Like this one's a really good one for post ideas, because you'll read it and then you take something in your own life and make it. Or these are great post ideas for when you have a challenge group too. It helps you create that post. Then I want to go on to, here's a big one for time management. Stay focused. Shut off your news feed. If you don't know how to do that, let me know. Basically, there's, I'll maybe screen share just to show you quick. But there's, for either Google Chrome, you have to go into the extensions. Now, I don't even know if it's here or not. Where the hell? What, am I in Chrome or I'm in Safari? No, I'm in Chrome. Extensions. So that, I'm on my Mac, so it's different probably on the desktop. But you go here, and basically, you can either look in there, or you can just basically go to Google and go kill my news feed. See, it comes up right there. And basically what that does is that middle section where you can scroll for days and check everybody's shit out, that's gone. And there's always a nice little quote in the middle there. But so it'll tell you how to do it there, okay? That is a very strong suggestion for me. Now, you can't do it on your phone, which I don't mind that, because you still want to like and comment on people's stuff and see what's up with them. If you want to do that right before bed, that's awesome. But where was I going to go now? Yeah, so basically with the time management, you can do it in an hour. You got to find out what that works for you. And like Natalie said, she listens to her podcasts on the way to work, because we could listen to the radio, sure, but if you've got a 20-minute drive or a 15-minute drive, you could, there, bam, you've bammed out your personal development, right? One and done. One thing I found, I was looking on YouTube for time management tips. There's an app, and I don't know about it yet because I just found it, but it's called 3030, and it's supposed to be a time management app. And you could literally, like, you put in your, say you want 5 minutes for checking your online office and 10 minutes for answering emails. It goes through all the stuff you want to do in the day. So if you're not a pen and paper girl, like, I'm going to look more into that, but it's called 3030. It is free. So check into that. Another little tip, and I've done this before, is this is from the dollar store. It's a dry erase thing. So, you know, I'll put my daily to-dos Beachbody on it. So the things that you need to do, check the CEO, 5 minutes. My suggestion is to put a time to everything. If you have an hour in the morning, then go, okay, so I'm going to do, you got your workout, so that's 30 minutes. Personal development could be 10 while your Energize is going, so there's 40. So you have 20 minutes left then. You need to prioritize the things that need to get done. And guess what the first thing is? Eat that frog. Invite, get those donuts, the 5 donuts. That is the key to building your business, and you have to invite. You have to invite. And like Michelle said in the live video, if you're, like, I'm only at SC4 and I'm not 100% consistent. This weekend was off, but I do have like 5 links out there, but you have to invite every day, even if it's only 2 times a day to the challenge group. But you have to invite, and use that short little message that I put in our thing. Just simple, short, like mine that I'm sending. Oh, wait, hang on, Lisa. I'll unmute you. Okay.
I gotta go. Sorry, guys.
Oh, okay. Bye. Well,
I'll see you guys.
This is recorded, so I'll put it.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye, Lisa. This is a message. Okay. Where is it here now? Oh God, I thought I had it here. Oh, so basically saying, hi, how are you? How was your weekend? Blah, blah, blah. Got a favor to ask. Now, this could be if you haven't really chatted too much before, and you could change it around as what you want, but wanted to reach out to the gals in my fit support group, or you could just, or you don't even have to put that if you don't have a lot of people, but you could just say, I have this challenge group coming up and I'm looking for a few more ladies that are interested in getting started or restarted on their health journey. I've worded it 2 ways depending on the person. One way is, would you know anyone who would be interested in something like that? Love referrals, and I'm also needing the motivation. Or you could say, would you be interested in something like that? If you believe that person, like, you got to read the person kind of first, but that's it. isn't that such a simple I used to send paragraphs, kind of. It was awful. Like, if somebody sent that to me, I'd probably be like, no, I'm not going to return this message, because it was just so long. If we're in the quick scroll, you know what Instagram's like. You scroll through quick to see a picture that you like. That's the day and age we're in. So the shorter the message, the better. And that is a simple message. It's not scary. Is it scary, you guys? I want to know if it's scary.
No.
I think, what's scary messaging? Sorry, I was messaging.
Oh, right on, double duty. No, the message that I sent that just basically said, I have this challenge group coming up. I'm looking for a few more ladies that are interested in getting started or restarted on their health journey. Would you, I sometimes say, would you know anybody that would be interested in something like that? Or you could say, would you be interested in something like that? I could always use the extra motivation. And then that is it for the invite. Like, that's so simple. Like, I'm go ahead.
When will you send that? Like 2 weeks before your challenge?
Oh, I send daily, you know. You could, yes, because we are starting, our group's going to start on the 29th. Anybody that wants to do it with myself and Justine, my success partner, we're going to start teaming up to do it together, because we want to do the weekly Zoom calls, right? The first week of getting started, the second week of, you know, dining out tips, third week of, you know, about Shakeology and what's next kind of thing. I think the more that we kind of produce these calls to be one-on-one with people, and Natalie, you've been in the Zoom calls with us on the Challenge Tracker app. I think the ladies really appreciate talking, because it's like we're in the group together and it seems like we've known each other for like months and months, and then we're able to talk to each other. I mean, some are probably still a little leery about it. They don't want to be seen on screen, but I think it helps. It takes forever to type sometimes. So this is just an easier way to be able to ask questions, answer whatever, but we have to provide the value of the Shakeology. And it's, I mean, yes, that is our bread and butter there, the Shakeology. That is our residual income that comes, but we know ourselves that it's more than just a shake. It's the nutrients. And like Ashley did an awesome post there a while ago about your hair. Like, she wasn't saying, okay, this has got 70 superfoods or whatever, but she was telling her hair growth or her skin, or, you know, just stuff like that. And
it's delicious.
That's right. You know, share a recipe with it. You know, people need to know that it's more than just a shake kind of thing. So,
you know what's funny about that post though?
Yeah.
My hairdresser commented on it after, and she left like a paragraph that like talked about how like it's not just about what you put like on your hair, it's more important about what you put in your body. And she's like, she said too that she was actually thinking about it after. Like, that's totally why my hair was so much healthier, was because I was taking care of myself. So she kind of did some little ad work for me too. I didn't even have to ask her.
Well, and that's what I mean. Like, if people are passionate about something like that, well, of course, a hairdresser, she's gonna love that, because she's all about hair and hair growth and whatever. So see, people are watching like that. So I was gonna say too, just for the messages, because Natalie, you were asking one of them, the ones for challenge groups, like I send them all the time, just like Darlene said, because you know, it could take someone 2 or 3 weeks to finally hop on board. Like, I had a friend, the message I sent to her was like, hey, hope you're doing well. Just want to say thanks for liking my posts. Like, it definitely gives me courage to keep on going on a health journey right now too. And she just dived right into her story and like her goals, and like said that she'd been meaning to message me for so long, but it still took her a week and a half to actually, you know, commit and finally say, okay. So even though you may be running, you know, it may be the first of the month and you're not running a challenge until the end of the month, you still have to start and put that into people's heads, because it's going to take some people a while. Some people are going to be instant with their story like she was, but some people are going to take a while to commit. Oh, for sure. Definitely. Like, if you started, say, on the 2nd of May, sent an invite, it could take 2 or 3 weeks of conversing back and forth with somebody, because the key for you really in the beginning is to find out what's in it for them. Ask questions. And I'll find the question thing that Michelle had shared with us. I think it's in Tim Fitnique. I'll do all this tomorrow for sure. I will do that. I will do the scripts like of the Hey Girl. I'll do the script of thanks for liking my post. I'll have it all in one file in our file section. so that you can just save it to your either Google Drive or whatever and have it handy for you. But yeah, it's a process from the initial friend request, but you girls have a lot of warm market still. So you can send those invites, Natalie, every day. You could send 3 to 5. I'm going to say 5. We'll do like Carl says and do those 5 donuts every day. And you can send them the same invite. I mean, do a little bit at the beginning, just say whatever, change it up here and there, whatever. And then the initial paragraph, it's the same. Copy, paste, get your notes, copy, paste. I have that on my phone, on my notes too, that if I'm out somewhere and I didn't get it done in the day, and say on your lunch break, then you can just copy and paste from your list. You know, we all have lists that we're going to have for each day. Like you could get a book from the dollar store and say Monday and the date and have your names on there, so that if you're out and about, like I know Megan does this, when she has to go to work, she has this book and she has her list, and she, on her break, any pockets of time, she's got her phone. And then there's a post too about coaching. You're finding pockets of time. You're running your business. You're building your business from your phone at your kitchen table, whatever it may be. You know, like today I posted on my personal page. I had to bring my mom to the doctor, and I was literally sitting in Zurich in my car on my phone and on my laptop sending messages. So I'm like, hey, there's a post, you know. And basically with those jabs, like I said in my thing, the jabs are basically answering questions or objections that you are getting from people, whether it be about a challenge group, about doing a workout program, or about coaching. Like y'all know, I don't have time. I don't have time to work out, or I don't have time to coach because I have 1,000,005 things in the day. So any objections you have, put a tab in your little thing, put objections or questions, write them down. Those are posts. Like that, it's awesome because people are giving you post ideas because they're asking questions. So another thing though is posting. Now, Ashley touched on that on our team call, but I basically just get a piece of paper and I'll put my like page, Fit Support Group, the alumni, and then I section it off into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I mean, at the beginning, I really wanted to plan. So if you're a planner, that's awesome. I would suggest, you know, Ashley does it on a Sunday. She'll sit and figure out what her stuff is for the week. So there you go. See, she has her little posting schedule. Maybe if you want to, Ashley, take a picture on your phone and put it in her message thread, if you want to, just to kind of so people can see what you're doing, or whatever, if you want to send it in there. I do sometimes write down, like I put Throwback Thursday on the Thursday, or I'll put live video. If I'm doing a live video, I put that on there. Or what's the other ones? Like Woman Crush Wednesdays tomorrow. So that's why I've given you, when I do the daily grind, I let you guys know what today's stuff is about. So that gives you an idea. But sit down on a Sunday for a half an hour even and write out kind of a game plan so that you're not last minute. Natalie, you've been rocking on your posts there. And that's the thing. We have to do more than health and fitness wise, like workouts. We can do all the sweaty selfies we want, but we need to put like a few things that are us, that are just everyday life. And I listened to Melanie Mitro, so this is where I'm getting it from, how you have incorporated this lifestyle into your everyday life. Like people can relate. They like the reality shows that we all have, right? Like when Buck was having the shake and you're like, what? Look at the comments you got on that and the likes. Like,
I know.
It's crazy. Like myself, I'll I'll put a jab in there, but then I end it with humor. I kind of work, so that because they're reading. And
that's what I did, was it not?
Yes, that was totally what you did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Which was awesome. And like Ashley did before with her thing, just even if it's a picture of just you with talking something inspirational, just have the shake in your hand, but not the Shakeology all the way around, but just halfway. It's a real weird subliminal advertising thing. another thing that, okay, we'll finish off with the time management here, but basically, either if you're an Excel kind of person, or if you're, I don't know, I never use the calendar in the iCalendar or Google or whatever. This is my jam. I go to the dollar store and get a bigger one and write stuff out. But for the month, girls, you got to print off. I'm going to print off June already, because I want to go through on basically the second week. You can do the first week. Mine's turned out the second week of the month is a free group. Then 2 weeks later is my paid challenge, because at that first part of the month, that's when you want to create those relationships in that free group with new people. Then you have time, once you're in the Crock-Pot group that we were in, you create those relationships, then you have the right to ask them to a paid one. And if they say no, it's okay. It is okay. But you keep in contact and you keep building those relationships. And now their eyes, you've planted the seed, so their eyes are going to be watching you no matter what. But yeah, dollar store or print off, whatever. Kathy for her fitness had the dry erase one too, which is really neat. I wanted to get that because I'll keep these, but then I write on the back for scrap paper after. But you want to start planning your months ahead of month. And probably because I'm just used to it with photography, I do that. But now I see the value in doing it for this, so that I know ahead of time, because yeah, Natalie, like 2 weeks before the challenge group is when you want to start posting about the challenge group. And what's 2 weeks before that is the free group. So all those eyes from the free group are going to be on your posts for that week for a challenge group. I mean, you don't have to post every day, but post about in the challenge group any successes, or you were meal prepping today. Like, that's something on Sundays we share about meal prep. I'll come up with, we should do another Zoom call on post ideas too. I think that would be a good one as well, just to kind of, but with that, don't copy, but go to each other's pages for inspiration. Like, if you're in Megan's, Natalie, because I don't have kids, but just kind of, you rocked it today. They were really good posts. Include your kids, include, your business. You had the post about the gloomy date. And I like that you're asking questions. Create engaging stuff that people will talk back to you. It's so true. Like on my one tonight on my personal, I had these awesome, I don't know, they were not even real looking strawberries from Costco. But I'm like, okay, summer season is upon us. What's your favorite fruit? Whatever, kind of thing. Do mixes of Beachbody and workouts, but also do mixes of just normal stuff too. So
I find that normal stuff, I actually get more traction with it than I do other stuff. Like I posted last night the homemade recipe for a body scrub, and
oh my God, yes,
I got more comments on that than I did any of my posts in the last few weeks. So yeah, if you switch it up, people are watching, but sometimes stuff they're like, hey, that's cool, I want to try that. Just something different, because I'm definitely going to try it too. So
well, and that's the thing, Ash, we have to post about things that interest us, because guess what that's going to do? That's going to attract the same type of person that will join you, that will want to join your team, that is our vibe in our tribe, like you girls. We're vibing. I like it. It's good. So that is what you also find 5 things, make a list, 5 things that you enjoy. Like it could be wine, it could be the Blue Jays, it could be the sugar scrubs, it could be, DIYs, whatever it could be, post about. Like Ashley did about her garden, she's starting that out. So that's getting interest out there, putting it out there to people who have the similar interests. So definitely. I hope that
all those things you listed are like me, like wine, DIYs, Blue Jays.
Yeah,
talking about me.
Yeah, exactly. I know Natalie was just at the Blue Jay game too, so yeah. I hope this helped a bit, but now it's up to you to figure out. And I'm going to do it myself too, because now I'm a little bit further ahead. There's other things that I have to kind of contend with, so I want to fit them in to my world that I can get them done, because now I'm out of my warm market. So I've got my like page and I've got an ad running, and I'm not spending very much every day, but it's getting new likes to my page. So what I have to do every day is go on to those that like my post, and it's not a like my page thing. It's just a post of me, you know, who's ready to rock this day or something like that, asking a question, and it's got a lot of engagement. So I go and I invite them. Then I kind of scroll through first to friend, and then I'll friend request the ones that look like they have similar interests with mine, friend request, and send them a message. So that's an extra step I have to take. But that's down the road for your girls, or it could be like in a month for your girls. I don't know. Just kidding. But it's just an extra step I have to take. So I need to do it as well. So we should all come up with our own little plan, a calendar. First things, if you want to just do the basics, is write out your daily to-dos, your vitals, the eating the frog, the 5 donuts, the 10 Hey Girls, adding 3 to your network, and your personal development. And was there something else? And I would say with you gals, even one person a day invite to the coaching. I know it's scary as shit. But if you have a coaching post and someone's liked on it, if you have somebody that you know, a friend, whoever it may be, that you think might be, that you would like on your dream team, don't be afraid to reach out and ask them. Make that another list with that of 10.
And get them before they go to another coach. That's
yes. Oh my God, no kidding.
She's on my dream team.
Ask Ashley. Ashley, tell them your little story.
So I have a friend who I went to high school with, and elementary school, actually. I've known her since I was 4. She's in my fit group, comments on everything, is super interactive. And I messaged her finally, like just an invite for a challenge. And she had already signed up like 3 days before with a coach that lives like down the street from her in Kelowna. And we were talking back and forth, and she actually sent me a message tonight again and said, I wish I had signed up with you and you were my coach. But she was actually on my dream team. So had I actually personally messaged her maybe like 3 weeks before, that I could have been her coach. But her coach isn't what she wants. So, I mean, I know she's having some regret with it, not going with someone that, I don't know, she's no longer and trusts more, I guess. But I've learned from that, and I don't want to miss another opportunity like that. So just don't be afraid to message people, because clearly she was ready and someone else got to her before I did.
It's true. It's true. If you know, and it not even just with the coaching, but even a challenge pack and helping them with their health and fitness. There's other people out there, but people don't miss out on the opportunity. And I did right to begin with too. It could take forever. Look at Diane. Diane was a year before she even, I kept bugging her and saying, not even with the coaching, but to join in a challenge group. She did finally. And that's the thing. You don't give up. Don't give up on somebody. Invite them to a free group again. Give them a free recipe. But keep in contact, because it was just not her time when I asked her initially. And don't miss out on the opportunity to ask somebody about coaching. If you really feel that they would be a good fit for your team and a good fit for the like if it's something that's in it for them, like that's another thing with coaching. Find out what's in it for them. And you do that by asking all these questions. Forming, family, occupation, they may not be happy in their job, or it could be do something with fitness. They're just struggling with whatever, that's what I ask when I send the free recipe. Are you looking for more clean eating recipes, or just in general, or something like that? Just to find out more, because people, I will say, they love to talk about themselves. They do. Like if you open the door, it's like you're in a personal therapy session or something. I don't know. But it's good, because at first I just wanted to sell a challenge pack. Now I'm genuinely interested. There is so many people out in this world with so many different stories. Some are a little cray-cray, but you got to take the good with the bad. And don't be afraid to ask. I don't know if I read this on my in this Girl Boss book.
The thing that bothers me the most about it, sorry, I'm just ranting now.
Please do.
is that she's been in my group since I first started it, and she's been liking my posts, following it, and like clearly I was her inspiration because she wasn't even in this girl's group before she messaged her. So just that's my rant. Just message people.
Just message people. That's right. This was all to do in this chapter. Chapter 5, Shake It Off, Dealing with Haters, Copycats, in the Peanut Gallery. Here, I don't think did I say this on my daily grind the other day? I think this is one of my new chapters. Why give it energy? I always have a moment of empathy. I think to myself, man, they must really be going through something today. Ignore the negativity and stay positive. And that's a Lady Gaga quote. And here's the thing. One, you're going to come across haters and people who are criticizing you, whatever. You can't expect to put yourself out there and not experience it. And there's going to be feedback, but there's going to be people that say no. But like I say, a fear, and just the more you get over that and send those messages, and like I said, those 5 things first off in the morning, it was such a release, or it was, I don't even know what the feeling, it was just like, okay, now what? You know, you just got this bit of confidence to just keep on going. It's just crazy. It's a weird, awesome feeling. But just keep on doing the vitals. If you do the vitals and stick with it, if you only have an hour, if you want me to help you set up kind of a schedule or a timeline, please ask me. I can help. And I know, you know, I work from home, so mine can be all over the map, but I have to stay structured or I will be like, I won't get shit done. So if you're, you know, Ashley works, if you have any tips you want to share in the thread as well, what you do, if you've got like a little timer, I'd like to see that app, how that is. Cause that, I literally, girls, I will sit with my phone and a timer, and I know I've got 10 minutes I want to go and message people. So I'll put my timer on. When the timer's done, if I didn't get through my list, guess what happens at the end of the night? That's when I'll finish that off. But if you only have an hour in the morning, you can build this business in an hour a day. There was a girl at the Super Saturday. Now, I think it was when you were there, Ashley. I can't remember. Maybe it was the one before. She's like she's like Michelle, and she still worked as a teacher full time, and she built her business in 1 hour a day, and that's it. And but in that hour, you need to stay focused. And if you have a to-do list every day, that will help you stay focused. Okay.
I do mine in the morning. So now that I've been waking up early, I drink my Energize while I'm doing it. And then I know that my Energize is going to kick in 20 minutes. So I have 20 minutes to do it. The 5 donuts or the 5 quick messages. And then on my lunch break, I only have a half an hour. So I eat within the first like 15 minutes. And then I spend 15 minutes quickly responding back to messages or following up again. So I find those pockets of time where I know, because I work better under pressure. So if I have that limited time, I'm going to be more effective at it than if I spend, 2 hours casually doing it while I'm watching TV at night. So that's what works for me. And then in the evening, like right before I go to bed, I'll like follow up if I need to, but it's usually in the morning before my workout and then on my lunch break at work.
Yeah. Well, and it's true. Like I will send, and you find what works. If I find ladies are online later. So if you want to get into a battle of messaging back and forth when you want to go to bed at 11 o'clock, I don't suggest sending out messages then. I like doing it in the morning. I'll send them out first thing because everybody's getting ready for work or they're working out or they're doing whatever. And then I will not go back to my messages until about 4 o'clock. I do my workout at midday at 3, my weights. Then at about 4 o'clock, I'll sit downstairs. I change my scenery. Like I'm at my desk here most of the morning. Then in the afternoon, I will go downstairs on the couch and throw on Ellen to listen to it, whatever. But then I return messages. And then I take another break between 6, when you have dinner going on, I'll take a little break and then I'm back at it at 7 or 8 because 8 o'clock probably is when most ladies are online. So if you need to send messages then, but I try to have it all replied back by the time I go to bed but then send it out in the morning. But if you're a night hawk and you're up at 11, 12 o'clock at night, send the messages then, because you know people aren't going to reply till the morning. So I basically find what's going to work for you. And if you can do 30 minutes in the morning before you go to work and 30 minutes at night, or break that up even on your lunch hour or your breaks, write that down though in a little book. Like you can grab a little book like this size from the dollar store and just put
That's
in.
what I thought.
Yeah, see? So put in your, I use this for my coaching invites. So I put the day down. So it's, I don't know, I got a lot of stuff, but I know where it is. I'm disorganized organization. So, yeah, I list, ladies, and print off that business activity tracker. I want you guys doing that. I'll message the girls in the thread too, but let's start it on Thursday. And so Thursday to a Wednesday, then I want it the following Thursday. And you can print off 4 for the month of June and then start it that way. And then we need to start planning our June free group for that second week, but our paid group is at the very end of the month. So I hope that helped a little bit.
I have a question about the free groups.
Yes.
So how do you decide what to do? Like, is there like ideas that I can look at?
I do polls.
Yeah.
Last for mine, I did a poll in my support group, and out of every one, for every option I listed, meal prep was the most popular. So that's what I did it on, and I based it off of that. I don't know. I get my vibe from my group personally, what people are looking for.
Okay.
But there, Natalie, there is scripts. There's tons. There's in the Team Fitnique, there's a ton. And Brian actually shared in our hustle group or message thread. I got to look at it. I haven't looked at it yet, but he shared from one of the top coaches. I think it was Megan. I can never say her last name. Egg-Wilson or whatever it is. She had a list of different free groups. And I actually have, I think I shared it in the message thread. Like it's scripts from other teams. But you could do a sugar detox. That would be, maybe a good one to get into summer before summer starts, a sugar detox or a clean eating. The crock pot group was awesome, which you wouldn't think in, April. But you can find stuff that's kind of related to the season.
I want to do barbecue one.
Yeah,
I was just gonna say barbecue.
we should come up with a barbecue one, you guys.
You could.
And that literally, so when is, okay, I'm going to stop the recording so that we can just chit chat really quick, but that's it for the, no, I don't want to end the meeting. Oh my God. Okay, that's it for time management. Okay, and done.